The Peloponnesian War, which raged from 431 to 404 BC, is primarily chronicled by two Athenian generals and historians, Thucydides and Xenophon, both of whom personally experienced the conflict. This bitter struggle was ignited in 431 BC when a dispute arose between the cities of Corcyra and Epidamnus. Corinth, a staunch ally of Sparta within the Peloponnesian League, intervened on behalf of Epidamnus. In response, Athens, fearing that Corinth might seize the powerful Corcyran navy, second only to their own in size, intervened as well. This intervention led to the Battle of Sybota, a siege of Potidaea, and the issuance of the Megarian decree, which prohibited trade with Corinth's close ally, Megara. A critical point of contention among the Greeks was determining which side had violated the treaty between the Delian and Peloponnesian leagues. Athens, technically defending a new ally, complicated matters. Corinth sought Sparta's assistance, alarmed by Athens' growing power and its willingness to use it against the Megarians. Sparta declared the treaty violated, marking the beginning of the Peloponnesian War. The first phase of the war, known as the Athenian War, persisted until 421 BC when the Peace of Nicias was signed. During this phase, Athenian leader Pericles advocated for a defensive strategy, avoiding direct confrontations with the superior Spartan land forces and relying on their formidable navy to sustain them. Athens intended to outlast Sparta, as the latter's citizens were hesitant to leave their city for extended periods due to the risk of Helot uprisings. This strategy meant enduring regular sieges, and in 430 BC, Athens was struck by a devastating plague that claimed a significant portion of its population, including Pericles. With Pericles gone, more aggressive factions rose to power in Athens, prompting the city to go on the offensive. In 425 BC, Athens captured a substantial number of Spartan hoplites at the Battle of Pylos, a critical blow to Sparta. However, Athens suffered defeats at Delium in 424 BC and Amphipolis in 422 BC. The Peace of Nicias in 421 BC marked the end of this phase, with Sparta regaining its hoplites and Athens recovering control of Amphipolis. The signatories of the Peace of Nicias pledged to uphold it for 50 years, but peace lasted only 7 years. The second phase of the Peloponnesian War commenced in 415 BC when Athens embarked on the ill-fated Sicilian expedition to support its ally Segesta in Sicily against an attack by Syracuse, a Spartan ally. Initially reluctant to aid Syracuse, Sparta's stance changed after Alcibiades, the Athenian general who advocated for the expedition, defected to Sparta. Alcibiades convinced the Spartans that they could not allow Athens to conquer Syracuse, and the campaign ended disastrously for the Athenians. Following Athens' defeat in Sicily, its Ionian territories rebelled with Sparta's support, as advised by Alcibiades. In 411 BC, an oligarchic uprising in Athens offered the possibility of peace, but the Athenian navy, loyal to democracy, continued fighting. Alcibiades was recalled, and the oligarchy fell, with Alcibiades reclaiming lost territories. In 407 BC, Alcibiades was replaced after a minor naval setback at the Battle of Notium. Spartan general Lysander, bolstering his naval power, achieved numerous victories. Although Athens won the Battle of Arginusi in 406 BC, bad weather prevented the rescue of many sailors, leading to the execution or exile of 8 top naval commanders. Lysander dealt a crushing blow at the Battle of Aegospotami in 405 BC, nearly destroying the Athenian fleet. Athens surrendered a year later, marking the end of the Peloponnesian War and the start of a brief period of Spartan dominance. The war left widespread devastation and discontent with Spartan hegemony among both Athenian and former Spartan allies, culminating in the Corinthian War from 395 to 387 BC. With the support of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, Athens, Thebes, Corinth, and Argos weakened Spartan military power but failed to end its dominance. The Treaty of Antalcidas in 387 BC forced Sparta to cede Ionia and Cyprus to Persia. The Corinthian War and its aftermath sowed further discord, leading to Theban general Epaminondas crushing Sparta at the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC, ushering in a period of Theban dominance. In 346 BC, unable to overcome Phocis in a 10-year war, Thebes sought aid from Philip II of Macedon, who quickly unified the Greek city-states under Macedonian hegemony in the League of Corinth, 338 to 337 BC. Power was then passed to Philip's son, Alexander the Great, who embarked on a conquest of the Persian Empire, establishing one of history's largest empires. After Alexander's death in 323 BC, the Macedonian Empire fragmented, ushering in the Hellenistic Age.